My name is Bill Kimmer. I'm the managing member of Metro Mortgage Consulting. We're a third-party loss mitigation company. I have Nina here with me today. She is a client that is asking about short sale possibilities. We are doing a series of videos. This is going to be section 4 of 9, and we're going to talk about the credit implications of short sales and foreclosures. So Nina, do you have specific questions?
I have a lot of questions on this one, and primarily because my credit score up to this point has been impeccable. So people have been telling me, kind of word on the street, that whether it's a foreclosure or a short sale, I'm getting a 300-point ding on my FICO score, period, end of story. Is that true?
Well, that's an easy short answer. No,
Okay.
it's not true.
Good.
I think the credit side of this is probably the most misunderstood aspect of a short sale and or a foreclosure. You cannot give a direct relationship point ding on a short sale, foreclosure, etc. If you notice you have 3 major credit reporting industries out there, and those bureaus all give you different credit scores.
They do?
Yeah, if you look at it, your credit score is not the same. There's a range. And the reason for that is that they are weighing the different aspects that go into your credit score. So in credit, basically what you're looking at is intent and ability. Okay, so the easiest way to take a look at what your intent is, that is to say, did you intend to make payments, is to look at past performance. Your FICO score is basically a probability rating of whether or not you're going to go 60 days late on a payment. So let's say that you had a 800-point credit score. And what they're saying is that the probability of you missing 2 payments, consecutive payments, is very, very low. Okay? 20%, if you would.
Okay.
But if you are in a short sale situation and you are missing payments and you're into your third missed payment, clearly the probability of you missing your payments goes up dramatically. So when they are looking at credit score, your FICO score, if you can think of a pie that's divided in thirds,
Okay.
1/3 of that pie is going to be your payment history. So if you are making payments through a short sale, that's not going to be involved. You're going to have some other aspects of it that have a little bit of impact, but you're not going to be missing the major part, which is missed payments. If you're going through on a short sale and you're missing payments, for every payment you miss, it's going to be an additional ding to your credit score. The higher your credit score, the bigger the ding's going to be.
Oh,
Consequently,
really?
you cannot simply throw a point spread at it. It doesn't work that way. So again, going back to your FICO score, pie, 1/3 of it's going to be payment history. 1/3 of it is going to be ability. So we talked about intent and ability. The ability ties into your basically your debts. So, for example, if you had a $10,000 credit card that was maxed out and you had another $10,000 credit card that had nothing, they are looking at available credit versus used credit.
Oh.
You are much better off having both credit cards with $5,000 than to have one maxed and the other not. The third part of this formula or pie runs into numerous things. It looks at your credit mix, how long your history is, and a number of other items. In a short sale, there is not a box to be clicked that they can send off to the reporting bureau saying you had a short sale. So it is, the credit bureau is going to take a look at it. If we go through a short sale and successfully negotiate it, you're going to get some kind of report that's going to be sent to the collection agents or the credit bureau. That's going to be something something like paid for less than full amount, satisfied for the less than, they're going to put some language in it, but there is not a box to click to say you did a short sale.
And it's certainly not going to be, if the short is successful, it's not going to click foreclosure.
No, because it's not a foreclosure.
Okay.
The foreclosure does have a box to be clicked. Bankruptcy has a box to be clicked. Short sale does not.
Okay.
So what's really going to happen in the credit side of it is you're going to have a series of missed payments. You're going to have something that may go into the public records because you had a notice of default because you were moving into a pre-foreclosure situation. And you will also have public records where an underwriter of a credit manager would be able to see that you settled for a debt less than full amount. The exact amount of ding that's going to occur is very hard to say what it is because all of these parameters around it. For certain, you're going to be better off than you are going to be in a foreclosure, because a
Okay.
foreclosure does have a check that has an automatic point associated with it. You're going to have a public record for the notice of default. You're going to have a public record for the actual foreclosure itself. You're also going to probably have more missed payments. So you are going to be in a worse situation with that. As it relates to whether or not you can buy a home again, in a foreclosure, that is a specific thing that's looked at FHA, Fannie Mae, so on and so forth. They all look at foreclosure. They actually will lend money to someone who files a bankruptcy before they will lend money to you. So the
Oh.
time period that you have to have a clean record after a foreclosure is anywhere from 3 to 7 years, depending on who we're working with. In a bankruptcy, typically it's 2 years. In a short sale, depending on how you do on your payments and how quickly you clear things up, you could probably be looking at getting another loan after 2 years, between 2 and 3 years.
Now, there's 3 credit reporting agencies.
Yes.
And can I like write a letter of explanation about my circumstances to that's like public record on each one?
You can do
I do that?
whatever you want. I doubt that would help. So, moving forward with a short sale or foreclosure, you have to remember that there is going to be a credit implication. It is going to be probably going to be worse in a foreclosure than it is a short sale, but there's no free lunch. You can't sit around and not make payments and not think it's going to affect you. I know that I've seen a number of websites out there that put specific point scores that are associated. They basically are trying to scare you to death from moving from a foreclosure to a short sale, and they're just simply not accurate. But you do need to know there is going to be clearly going to be a negative impact on your credit moving forward with a short sale.
Okay. Well, better than a foreclosure.
Better than a foreclosure, and honestly, in your situation, you don't have a lot of choices.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.